It's Friday, and you know what that means. Free card reading on Friday. Woo, woo, woo. This is the Reiki edition, so we will be also starting off with a little bit of Reiki healing and messages for the collective. Hello there, Erica, my alignment coach and another amazing certified Reiki practitioner and an energy healer. Celestial energy sessions. Pepe is here. Hello there, Sprackles. Hi, loves. Hi, I think that's Joanne. Hi, Steve. I feel like I just saw you and I get to see you again. I'm like 2 for 2. How lucky am I? Hi, Jasmine. I know. Hi there, Todd. Conscious Dome Peace. Did level 1 Reiki, another amazing Reiki energy healer. Pepe's here. Jamie, I need to get back to you. I might actually just direct message you in here after this live, if that's okay. Yes. Oh, I love you. Pepe loves everybody here too. He does love Insight Timer. So if anybody is not following me on Insight Timer, it's an amazing free app where there's thousands of meditations and also different lives. I do lives there every Friday, but Pepe loves Insight Timer. But he's apparently loving Instagram today too. Aw, thank you, Steve. Okay, Pepe. I feel like I had to really take a moment to take in Pepe's energy. You wanna come over here for a moment? All right. So, okay, there you go. He's a vibe. Hey there, Mary. Good to see you again. I get to see some of you. Hi there, Maria. I have to sing your name every time so I remember it's not Marie. Hi, Xandra with a Z. So everybody, I wanted to just get on here and kind of give you a couple of quick announcements in case you are still wanting to connect with me and work with me. So first up, I'm going to be having a virtual retreat that is this evening at 7 to 9 p.m. and tomorrow from 12 to 3 Eastern Standard Time p.m. And this retreat is going to be super impactful. It's like a 23-page manual that Erica helped me also edit. So shout out to Erica. Let's all thank her. But it is jam-packed with all of the spiritual tools that I used kind of back in the day. I would say starting from like 2015 until now. But a lot of tools that I haven't actually shared or discussed yet that really were the driving force for me getting through my sister's diagnosis with breast cancer and then ultimately her ascension. And so it is just so deeply filled with information of how to align your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual auric bodies. And we're going to do a whole assessment to kind of see where you are out of alignment in each of these particular areas in your life so that you can really kind of get clear of where you'd like to shift into your highest vibration. And so basically each section will have a different assessment, and then it will be followed by meditation, Kundalini activations, energy healing, Reiki, card pulls, crystals, breath work. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And each, obviously, area will have a different kind of set of tools so that you can really cultivate this amazing spiritual tool belt that you will have access to whenever you start to get out of alignment in any one of these areas or all of these areas. Hi there, Amber. I love you. I'm hoping to maybe connect with you tomorrow. Hi there, Jen. Hello there, Jenny. So I'm so excited. For anybody who has signed up, feel free to leave a heart here in the comments. Or if you're even thinking of signing up, there's still time. Like I said, it's from tonight, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then tomorrow from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The other thing I wanted to announce really quickly too is that I will be having my Reiki training level 1 on August 6th, and then I will be having level 2 on August 27th, and it looks like this is going to be the last Reiki training that I have this year. Womp womp, I know. But really kind of looking at my calendar because I just have 2 different retreats that I'm going to be doing. I'm also going to be creating my Reiki Masters program. I don't know if I'll have time to squeeze in another Reiki training, especially during the holidays. I think it's going to be a little bit tough. So if you are curious to learn Reiki with me, this is the time before next year. Literally, this is the time to do it. There is still, I think, 3 weeks to sign up. So please, please, please feel free to check out the link in my bio. If you have any questions, direct message me, but this will be it. So if you're learning to become a Reiki practitioner or even just learn level 1, now is your time. If you've already taken level 1 with me, but now you're curious about taking level 2, you can totally just hop into level 2. If you enroll in both levels, you'll actually receive a discount, but my Reiki training is really designed to not only just teach you this powerful healing modality, but to really help you to thrive in your intuition. And so in level 1, we're going to learn so much about the chakras, how to assess them, how to, provide Reiki love to them, how to learn about some of your intuitive energy, how to become an energy reader. And then level 2 is really to become a practitioner, right? To make either a business with it or to be able to really kind of serve others with Reiki energy healing. Oh, thank you so much. And I really appreciate you saying that, Steve, because Steve just became level 2 certified. And what's really great about this particular training as well is that when you do actually, move to level 2 and not just do level 1, you will have access to an amazing group of about 50 Reiki practitioners all throughout the world that actually join once a month. And we come together, sometimes, more like there's 20, sometimes there's 8, sometimes there's 2, but there's all these different people that always show up to connect and share Reiki energy healing. So if you are curious about becoming a Reiki practitioner, please feel free to direct message me, or you can check out the link in my bio, and all the different ticket tiers are there. So you could just sign up for level 1 or sign up for level 2, or you can sign up for both and receive a discount. But this will be the last Reiki training of this year. And I'm saying that one more time. This will be the last Reiki training of this year. So it's really, really just kind of the time if it's available for you. And if not, no worries. We'll connect at another time. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you so much, Todd. It was an honor teaching both of you Reiki, and I can't wait to connect further. Thank you so much. So B, you're welcome to join, or you're welcome to hang out. That date that you mentioned totally works for me. So if you want to prepare more, phenomenal woman over here, beautiful soul, is going to be joining us for definitely a free card reading on Friday, whether it's today and you just feel froggy and you want to come on, or I don't know why I used the word froggy, but that just seemed appropriate. Or if you would like to come on, like in that time that we had mentioned, that is totally fine. That would be a great time too, because it will be right around the full moon. So yes, there's amazing souls. It's been such a beautiful journey and an honor to have so many people. Hi, Felice, another Reiki practitioner with me that, okay, we'll do it that day. So it's been it's sealed in, it's done, it's all there. So I love that. It's been such a journey of gratitude and deep appreciation to have certified the people that I have with Reiki. I mean, we have, like I said, like 50 people or I think it's up to 40, I might be wrong, it might be 44, it might be like the special angel numbers, but almost 50 people that for level 2 only, right? There's people, I've had like probably closer to 100 for levels 1 and 2. But it's just such an amazing, amazing journey to see all these people come together. It's a really loving space. It's a really sacred space. And you also will have access to receiving Reiki and insight every month. So, all right, with that being said, let's just do a little bit of a quick, what am I feeling called to from Spirit today? Yeah, I'm actually going to do a really quick chakra activation. And yes, Amber. So I'm going to do a little quick, oh yes, thank you. And that's the other thing too, is I actually set up, half-hour calls with everybody to do a private attunement, and also where you get to ask me questions about your Reiki journey. That's for level 1 or for level 2. So it's really this powerful connection, which is really, really great too. So I'm really excited, but yeah. Okay, so let's actually go ahead and do a little bit of a chakra activation today, and then I'm going to give us a little bit of Reiki healing. Yeah, so we're going to do a little bit of a chakra and also an auric cleanse. So take a deep breath in through your nose. And if you have it available to you, if you're not driving or perhaps multitasking, no worries, wherever you are. But if you have it accessible, close your eyes, take a deep breath in. And gently let that breath go out through the mouth. Let's do that 2 more times, breathing in and letting that go. One last time, breathing in and exhaling that out. We're going to just start to notice the area around the base of your spine, your root chakra. We're going to just breathe in grounding. And exhale out stability. Moving our way now up to the sacral chakra, lower abdomen. Let's breathe in new beginnings. And exhale out alignment. Being in flow of this new energy. As next we move up to our solar plexus, above the navel, below the chest. Let's breathe in a little bit of limitless energy. And exhale out any doubts. Breathing into any weakness here, any weaknesses you've been experiencing. And exhaling out strength. Knowing that you are strong in this moment. As now we make our way up to our hearts. And let's breathe in soulful connections. Let's exhale out some deep love. Breathing in gratitude. Exhaling out appreciation. And now working our way up to the throat, the ears, the mouth. And breathing in clarity. And exhaling out focus. Breathing in kindness, inner kind dialogue. And exhaling out that dialogue that is not kind. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in kindness. Exhaling out uncertainty. As now we work our way to our third eye. And breathe in your empowerment and your inner gifts. And exhaling that out. Letting yourself just empower your intuition, breathing in that empowerment and letting that go. And now working our way to our crown at the top of the head. Just breathing in bliss and exhaling out joy. And we're actually going to use the word Reiki as our mantra today. And so we're going to breathe in Rei, which is spiritual consciousness, spiritual wisdom, and exhaling out Ki, which is life force energy that emanates all living things. So as you receive this Reiki healing and these messages, breathe in Rei, exhale out Ki. Breathing in Rei, exhaling out Ki. And I'm going to do my Reiki prayer silently. And I'm going to activate the Reiki energy, and then we will begin. Breathing in Rei, exhaling out Ki. Just letting yourself receive now a little bit of cleansing with this Reiki energy healing. Breathing in that Rei, exhaling out Ki, and just allow yourself to still be in this space where you are breathing in this Reiki energy using the powerful name of this healing energy. Breathing in Rei, which is spiritual consciousness, exhaling out Ki. And so now I just invite you to start to just imagine all of this wellness entering into your physical body, coming down from the top of your head, your face, your throat, your shoulders, your back, your arms, each of your fingers, your palms, back of your palms, your wrist, your chest, your ribs, your lungs, your heart, your stomach, your hips, lower abdomen, base of the spine, pelvis area, your thighs, back of the thighs, your knees, kneecaps. Sending a little extra love to your kneecaps, your shins, your calves, your ankles, tops of the feet, bottoms, heels, each of your toes. And now just starting to feel this Reiki energy healing moving into your emotions. Starting to massage and just recycle any emotions that you might be holding on to, fear, doubt, insecurity, worry, just letting that move through you from the top of your head down through your feet to the ground beneath you. Just breathing that in and letting that go. Now all of this emotional wellness entering from your feet all the way up your body. And now taking a moment to just envision your brain, envision your mind. I'm just feeling all of this healing starting to melt away some of those thoughts that you've been replaying. Just feeling that. Letting that go. And now around the heart, just starting to feel this spiritual wellness settle in. Starting to see wellness in your relationships and even your relationship with self. And now we're going to send future Reiki to perhaps an intention that you'd like to place today, something that you'd like to see unfold. So getting clear on that intention, breathing that in, letting that go. I'm going to activate the distant Reiki symbol as we send future Reiki to this intention. So just breathe that in. We send future Reiki for the highest good for all with love and light. Just starting to feel that. And now I'll start to close down the energy. Breathing in one last time, Rei, Ki. And whenever it feels divine, you can open your eyes. Thank you for all the beautiful souls that joined. Wow. And this is why I love Reiki. I'd love to know how that felt for anybody here. Please feel free to leave in the comments. Potent stuff. Thank you. I love you. Good. Good. Hi, Dr. Holly. I love seeing all your beautiful reels with your daughter. Love you. Miss you. Hi, sweet Chris. Love you. Beautiful. Hugging myself and crying. Uplifted. Good. So great. And so that's where, if anybody, like I said, this is my last training of this year for Reiki level 1 and level 2. So if you are curious to learn in a group setting, let me know. I'm also going to be, I always offer this privately, but if you're wanting to learn Reiki, now's the time to sign up with me for this upcoming training. Good. I felt like that too. This is a free card reading on Friday. So usually we have a special guest, or, we pull cards where we discuss different things. Yes. Reach out to me, sweet Chris. But really one thing to kind of know is that I'm going to pull a card for us, but I actually got a whole chakra reading for this collective. Get ready for it. Now, this is not a personal reading. I do personal readings. So if you are curious about working with me one-on-one, feel free to direct message me, or you can simply just go to my Instagram and just hit book now, and I will have all of my availability there. But, I am excited for these messages. Yes. Because I know that some of us follow me on Instagram, and so I like to keep, free card reading on Friday, or Insight Instagram. Obviously, you're following me on Instagram. Insight Timer. So I like to keep it a little bit different. But yeah, I'm so excited. So we're going to do a chakra reading today. Like I said, this is free card reading on Friday, Reiki edition. So this is just something I felt called to do last minute. And I will be pulling a card for the collective, and then I probably will do a little bit of individual readings if I have time. So I'll open up the space for that once I kind of get through some of this, and we'll see. So I am going to go chakra by chakra. Yes. So some of these messages may really resonate with you, some not as much, because it is a collective reading versus just a personal reading. So take what you want and lovingly leave the rest. No judgment here. So I'm going to go in order from the root to the crown, even though I just kind of did that backwards. So the message that we're getting in our root chakra. So our root chakra is connected to grounding. It's connected to being in the foundation, in the structure of our lives. And so the message that I'm getting for the collective for us today on this free card reading on Friday is this: I trust in the bigger picture. I trust in the bigger picture. And so what Spirit is telling me right now is that a lot of us are perhaps not exactly where we thought that we would be this year. Maybe things have shifted for us. Maybe we're not as far advanced in what it is that we want to achieve. But really what Spirit is saying to us now in this moment is, I trust in the bigger picture. I trust in the bigger picture. So I would invite you today to really get clear, what is that bigger picture for you? Is that bigger picture a new job? Is that bigger picture a new relationship? Is that bigger picture where you just feel more grounded, where you just feel more secure in yourself? Whatever that looks like for you, because what Spirit is saying is that that's the energy to really root and ground in, okay? So if any of this is resonating with you, please, I'd love to hear from you all. Leave it in the comments, put some hearts, some thumbs up, whatever feels good. And then next, I started to work on our sacral chakra, which is connected to transformation. It's connected to creativity. When we're out of alignment, we're holding on to a lot of fears. We're holding on to a lot of need to control. And so what I got in our sacral chakra is this. One more thing I want to mention about the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is where we hold our power in relationship with others and relationship with things outside of ourselves. One more time. The sacral chakra is where we hold our power and our authority in the relationships outside of us. So here we go. Here's the message, because this is what this is regards to, which is, I am aware of my powerful abilities to shift. I am aware of my powerful abilities to shift. And so this is what this is telling me. For anybody out here that has been struggling recently with not feeling powerful in the relationships outside of yourself, this is your message right now, okay? If you've been feeling not powerful with your ability of abundance and finances, if you've been feeling not powerful in your relationships, if you've been not feeling powerful in your job, whatever it is, this is the time to know that we're not just going to be able to always let it go, but trust in your ability to shift. Trust in your ability to shift. Okay, this is my mindset around money today. However, I can now shift and say, this is the new mindset, and let that shift be something that is accessible. Let it be something that actually feels connected to what is attainable to you, okay? That's gonna keep you in the vibration of transformation, okay? So right now, no worries. If you haven't been feeling powerful, all good. Trust in your powerful ability to shift. That's it. You don't have to trust in your power when you're not feeling powerful, but you can trust in your ability to shift it and let that shift be something, like I said, that's attainable. Okay, so that's the message for our sacral chakra. Then we're coming into the solar plexus chakra. This is interesting. This is for anybody who's been, so when we're in alignment in our solar plexus chakra, we feel powerful. We feel strong. We're showing up with a sense of courage, right? Within ourselves and how we present ourselves in the world. So this is what I'm getting. For anybody who's been feeling doubtful, everybody out there who's been second guessing perhaps lately. Hi, Christina. Love you. Follow this amazing, powerful soul. Also a certified Reiki practitioner. Love you, love you, love you. So if you have been just feeling like perhaps like a lack of worthiness, a lack of trust and doubt, that's where this is coming through for you, because this is the message. I can honor and still move through my doubt. I can honor and still move through my doubts. Sorry, it was plural actually. I can honor and still move through my doubts. So really what this is saying is that just because you're having doubts or you're second guessing doesn't mean that it's not still aligned for you, your thing that you perhaps want to achieve. What it's basically saying is that have those doubts, feel those doubts, but know that you can still make a powerful choice to move with those doubts. That's it right there. That's it. I can honor and still move through my doubts. So make the choice to bring it with you. If you have it, awesome. You know, if your doubt is, I don't know if I'm going to be successful as a spiritual entrepreneur, or my doubt is, I don't know if this relationship is for me. Okay, no worries. It doesn't mean that that's still not the right aligned path for you. It just means that you get to work through those doubts and letting it move with you. Bring it with you. Just be like, all right, you're coming with me. Okay, I'm not going to try to dismiss you. I'm not going to try to let go. I'm going to say, all right, you're going to still work with me and we're going to move through this together. Then we go into the heart chakra. This is an interesting one. I love this one. This one totally was like, for me. My heart deserves more. And it was a question mark. My heart deserves more. What does your heart deserve more of right now at this time? So if you've been feeling exhausted, if you've been perhaps judging yourself, if you've been holding on to a level of perfectionism, that's exactly what it's coming through. If you've been holding on for this level of perfectionism, how can you deserve more of what? Peace? And let yourself answer that question. My heart deserves more of peace. My heart deserves more of nourishment. My heart deserves more of grounding. My heart deserves more of intimacy. My heart deserves more of joy. Whatever that is for you, this is where our heart chakra is. It's almost like we're halfway through the year. We came into 2022 a little bit hesitant, not really quite sure where things are going to land. And so I feel like this message is coming through because it's like, okay, you know, maybe we're not where we thought that we exactly, you know, we're going to be, or that we're not exactly where we want to be, but this is just an indication that our heart deserves more of something. That's it. That's what it comes down to. So what is your heart more deserving of? I want to hear it from you in the comments here. And then I got through got through some of that energy. No, but then I got from that energy to the throat chakra. And what I have here is this. Inner unkind dialogue does not allow me to move forward in my truth. That is not, if that's not a mic drop, I don't know what is. Inner unkind dialogue does not allow me to move forward in my truth. So for anybody out here who has been just not kind to yourself, you know, perhaps really just in a vibe of like angst or in a vibe of just self-sabotage, right? This message is so for you, because if it doesn't help you to move forward in your truth, it does not deserve space to continue to be replayed. If it does not help you to move forward in your truth, it does not deserve space to be replayed. I need to write that down. And that's just it. That's just it. Yeah. So that's where we are giving permission to forward movement. All rests within our throat chakra. Giving permission to say yes to something, to say no to something, to get out of a relationship, get into a new one. So if it doesn't, it doesn't deserve space. It doesn't deserve space. I love this. Sweet Chris is saying, I deserve more compassion, more kindness. I would say, I'm going super personal here. I would say that I deserve just unconditional love. Love without conditions. Just that type of pure love. Like that is the vibration that I am invoking and calling in. Yep. So that's where it's at for me. Okay. Third eye. What do we got here? In my inner dialogue, rest my compass. In my inner dialogue, rest my compass. I love this because basically, if you're saying, so this is for anybody out there that's recently been saying, I don't know, or I'm unsure, I'm not aware. Like if you've kind of been using some of that like languaging and phrasing, then this message is very much for you, because our third eye is where we choose to know in things that have not yet unfolded yet. One more time. Our third eye is where we choose to know in things that have not unfolded yet. And so when we're saying, I don't know, that is a very unconscious dialogue to be having that does not empower your third eye. When we actually shift that vibration and we say, I choose to know, that's when we're in the conscious awareness, okay? So we're shifting from unconscious to consciousness, right? Of that, even if we don't know, we are declaring with our intuition, with our inner guidance, that we choose to know. And so right now, in my inner guidance, rests my compass. So if you're looking for the answer, right, of what your next moves are, or if you're looking for clarity in these I don't know statements, or hesitation and uncertainty, what Spirit is saying right here is redirect your energy. Redirect it. Redirect it. Be like, okay, I don't know. I choose to know. I'm not sure. I cultivate certainty. Just shift, redirect to what that other vibration is. That's just it. And you can look at a chart, okay? It's like some keywords that would be like what redirecting your energy looks like. It's like, what's the opposing energy of love? Fear, right? What's the opposing energy for empathy? Not empathetic, right? And so that's where just shift, redirect your energy. Redirect your energy. Okay, and then the crown. I get to be aware of my expansion. A lot of us, big things are happening right now. Big things are unfolding for us, for everybody here. Something big is happening for you. Hi, 12th House Healing. My love, another amazing crystal shop. Definitely follow Ashley. We love you, Ashley. So there's a lot of growth that's happening behind the scenes right now. And it's so funny because as I was driving here back to my house this morning, I was like driving back to my house because I like went out really quickly to just run an errand. And I was coming back and I saw this beautiful crane just like sitting right there. And the crane in my, card deck is all about trusting the process right here. Fortune, patience. And so that is something that's coming through for me to share, because when I was working on our crown chakra energy, it was like, wow, like all of our dreams are coming true, whether we feel like it or not, but it's about us getting to be aware of our expansion. So a lot of us are breaking through this stagnation. A lot of us are breaking through perhaps the way in which we've shown up in the world, whether it be like relationships, work, whatever it is. A lot of us are still doing some of those things, but really the universe right now is shifting us to a greater level of expansion. And so that's where we get to really be mindful of it. That's where we get to look out for it. That's where we get to be connected to it. So really just become aware of like what your expansion looks like, okay, for you. And I'm going to pull a card for an animal to see what animal is guiding this chakra reading. So really quickly, here's just the recap, and then I'll get into some questions for people. But the recap here is this. Root chakra. I trust in the bigger picture. Okay? So if you have been perhaps future tripping, or if you haven't necessarily, if you're not where you thought you would be halfway through the year, the bigger picture is here. It's just a matter of you grounding in its frequency and grounding in its vision. Sacral chakra. I'm aware of my powerful abilities to shift. So if you've been not feeling powerful in your relationship to money, your relationship to others, whatever that looks like for you, know that now is the time to just remind yourself that you can shift that story anytime you decide. Solar plexus. I can honor and still move through my doubts. So this is the time that even if you are feeling doubtful, even if you're feeling, perhaps hesitation, unworthiness, uncertainty, bring it with you. Let it just be a part of the journey. And the more you let it bring it with you and honor it, the more it's going to start to have less space, and you're going to just move through it. You're going to just start to move through it. Just take the action that helps you to move forward in whatever it is that you're trying to attain. And the more that you take the action, the less you're going to have space for that frequency. Heart. My heart deserves more. So what is it? What is your more? What is your more in your heart? Okay. More peace, more love. I said more unconditional love, whatever resonates with you. Throat chakra. Inner unkind dialogue does not allow me to move forward in my truth. Inner unkind dialogue does not allow me to move forward in my truth. So if you've been judging yourself, if you've been holding on to perfectionism, know that the more that you hold on to that energy, you don't give space to forward movement. Okay. Third eye. Inner guidance. In my inner guidance, rest my compass. So if you've been saying, I don't know, redirect your energy. I choose to know. If you're like, I'm unsure, redirect that energy of I cultivate certainty. Whatever that looks like, but redirect that shift. And in the crown, I get to be aware of my expansion. Our expansion is here, but it's just a matter of us trusting it before it's yet unfolded and being patient with it. So everybody just take a deep breath in with me. Let that go. What's happening? It's this one. Here we go. And the energy that's guiding this is my expression is unique, individuality, essence, rooster, and throat chakra. And I talk about this with hi Preston to love. I've missed you. I've talked about this before. Individuality and essence. This is a deep reminder that within each of these chakras, you get to own what your individuality looks like, and you get to let your essence flow in these powerful chakras, right? So it's like right now, your bigger picture will not look like anybody else's, right? Also, your ability to shift will not look the same as somebody else's, right? Your ability to move through your doubts gets to be unique to you and how you do it, right? Your more is so personalized to where you're at this time, right? Your throat chakra, right? You get to express more more kind dialogue in your own unique way. Your inner guidance will be greater than anybody else's guidance that they can provide you. That's something that came through in my Insight Timer Live was this, that like to not trust, well, I don't want to say to not because this is what it was. Now is the time to remember no one else's intuition is greater than our own. My expression is unique. Your intuition is greater than anybody else's, right? And then in your crown chakra, the expansion is going to look like something that you have created from your own design. So like where we get to navigate through each of these different chakras and energy centers today is by owning this part of ourselves. By deeply owning that part of you. Because no two roosters crow alike, no two roosters look alike, and so that's where the power lies in your uniqueness. Does anybody, if we'd like to, thank you so much, Cecilia. Love you. So hello there, Silly Giggles. And hello there, Carrie. Love you. Missed you. Another amazing Reiki practitioner. So feel free to drop in the Q&A portion here, because it's actually really weird. The comments froze for a second. But if you would like either an individual reading, or if you would like to have me answer a question for you, whatever is coming through, feel free. I have a couple minutes here. Like I said, anybody who is interested in my Reiki level 1 and Reiki level 2 training, now is the time. This will be the last training of this year for levels 1 and 2 before I offer my masters in October. So let me just see what's going on here. All right. This is fun. Things are happening. Okay. I would love a card. Any messages for me? Yes, yes, yes. All right. I was like, I had to like stop for a moment, because I was like, that's it. Okay. I transform. Awareness, shed, deer, and sacral chakra. Okay. So this is the thing about the deer. The deer's energy. I'm going to just read this for you, Steve. I know that you have this, but I want to just read it for you, because right now it feels very called for me to read it. And then I'm going to give you like a message about it. But I know that I think that you've worked really hard to get to exactly where you are in this moment. However, there's still greater growth for you now that you've actually accelerated in this point. And I think you've accelerated even quicker than perhaps you thought that you would. So that's where it's like, okay, these deers, they grow these beautiful antlers and they shed them about once a year. So it's like, wait, well, why would I shed the thing that I've been working so hard towards? Or like, I got to this point, but it's like, that's because there could be something even better for you out there. That you get to know that you can even grow bigger and more bold ones. And so I just want to like read this with you, because this is just a really impactful message of what I wrote here, which is this. The deer reminds us that we will continue to transform. So you're going to continue to still even outgrow where you thought that you would ultimately land, if that makes sense. And that's okay. To quote my mentor, this is what I was wanting. Teacher and friend David G. Change is not part of the process. It is the process. Change is not part of the process. It is the process. Change is just life being lived. One more time. Change is just life being lived. And so deer sheds their antlers about once a year. When we are aligned in our sacral chakra, we have declared the start of new beginnings. We shed any hesitations because we are invested in our new endeavors. And that goes back to you right now, Steve, in that sacral chakra message, which is this. I am aware of my powerful abilities to shift. So shift. If this is where you thought you would ultimately land, where's the next space that you get to ultimately land? Create it. Use that sacral chakra energy. Imagine it. Envision it in the sense of like dream it up, right? Create it. So like really create like, okay, where is my next desired outcome? Because that's the vibration that you're going to. You just got there way sooner than perhaps you thought. And so that's where there's like hesitation, and that's where there's doubt, and there's a little bit of fear and uncertainty. But that's ultimately like you've just arrived here sooner than perhaps you were even potentially like fully aware of. So I hope that that serves you well. Yes, yes. Okay. There we go. All right. Oracle. I would love a reading. Oracle 2C. Why the 2C? I love that. I'm not asking from a I'm asking with like a curiosity of love. I'm like, I like that 2C. It's very fun. And are you still here, Oracle 2C? Before I pull. I like that though. It's very cool. Joe at Home. I love that. That's a fun title. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, I'm so curious about this 2C. Okay. I trust myself. Confidence, self-assurance, moves, and heart chakra. So what I'm getting from you, Oracle 2C, is that there's been a lot of beliefs a lot of judgment, feels like from family in the past, that has perhaps not allowed you to fully embrace who you are and really embrace this sense of deep appreciation and also connection and confidence in self. And so you're really, though, shifting to standing in that. And you're not even shifting to standing in that, you're just simply embodying it. Where the way that you even respond to these relationships are not the same as they once were. You're just responding to it in a way that is more calm, that's just more sure-footed. And I really love that for you. And so I think that that's the energy to continue to draw upon and to really honor yourself, because you're working through a lot of things that have been projected onto you that are not actually for you and where you get to go. I think that there's also a level of opportunity in your spiritual growth and development in a cool way, of like maybe doing it more for like a work way. And I think it's going to be like super successful if it isn't already, but I think it's going to even be more expansive. And that's where I think that that's been so rewarding for you in this spiritual journey, is that every time that you've kind of really stepped into trusting in yourself and trusting in spirit and your connection to spirit, because it's very strong, it's been such validation of those beliefs being really shed. And so I love that for you. And so like kind of going back to the messages today that we got for the collective, really focus on that heart chakra and really just say to yourself, my heart deserves more. And what is that for you? I'm already getting abundance. So maybe your heart deserves more abundance, whatever that is. My heart deserves more peace. But that's really the homework for you to leave with. So I hope that served you well. Oracle 2C. I like that, Steve. That's probably it. I'm just so curious. I'm so fascinated. I know that there's something there. So I hope that resonated with you. Okay. Here we go. Delete. There you go. I'm gonna get through a couple more if I can here. All right. Okay. I would love a card reading, a card and message today. Any messages coming in today? Okay. Really quickly, sweet Chris, did your dad ever bring you to Disneyland as a child? Did you like Mickey Mouse as a child? Do you have a picture of Mickey Mouse as a child? This is so strong. This vision that's coming through. It's super strong. Can you like let me know in the comments? It's so strong. And like okay, hold on. Let me just see what's going on. Okay. The reason why I just asked why he's showing me this is, no, my mom has brought me to Disneyland when I was 12. Okay, but there's a message here, so this is great. Did you like Mickey Mouse? Like, no, not Mickey, Minnie. Sorry, Minnie, the female one. But this is what I'm getting here. Your dad is showing me like Disneyland and specifically Minnie Mouse. So interesting if you have a picture there. So I don't know, but I asked him why, and what I'm getting from him is this. It's like, it's time for you to own like your inner child. It's like you have taken care of so many other children with what, it's totally fine. It's cool. Just go with this. Just go with this Disney reference. I don't know why I'm seeing Minnie Mouse. We'll figure this out. Oh, something else just came through. So now I'm getting it. But know that, so interesting, but like what I'm sensing is that like you've taken care of so many other, like children and stuff, that now it's time to take care of like your inner child. And to really to like just be in that space of joy, be in that space of play, maybe even do some like inner child healing right now. Now the reason I'm like asking, I'm like, okay, so she liked Goofy, why are you showing me now, Minnie Mouse? And what I'm getting here is like to know that like the mice, they represent such strength in such a small animal. So it's drawing upon even that small strength that you have to move forward in your joy, to move forward in the things that feel less heavy, that feel more light. That's really what the message is here. And so like your dad is really just such a beautiful indication of coming through, of just like really just saying to me, like, you deserve to really be in that vibration, and you deserve to really be in this space of what that inner joy looks like when you were like a child. So I hope that serves you well. That's just something that's coming through. Yeah. It's like you've taken care of so many others. Like now it's time to like nurture that part of yourself. Hi there, Joelle. Love you. Okay, and this is like the second part to this message, which is this. I have all the resources I need. Self-sufficient, okay? Reliant, all right? Thank you so much. Love you, Steve. And so really what I got is that like the second part is that you have all of the resources you need to make that shift, right? I can honor and still move through my doubts. So if you've been having any doubts, any concerns, any worries with your dad coming through showing me Minnie Mouse and Disney and all of that, ultimately where you're landing is like your next Disneyland. It's like your next vision of joy where you get to take care of yourself, where you get to nurture yourself. And so you have all of the resources you need to move through this, okay? So even if you have doubts, it's moving with those doubts versus just letting them overtake you, all right? So I hope that serves you well. I love you. Thank your dad for coming in. Maybe look out. Maybe you'll see some type of Minnie Mouse today in the vibe and the vibrations, but absolutely beautiful. Okay. All right. There we go. Oh, wait. Just kidding. I already did that. Okay. I can do technology. It's fun. All right. I don't know. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to come back to yours in a second, Carrie, because that was really weird. I don't know what happened. But to Todd, I'm on my way to join Fish Tour. Yes! Anything that comes up surrounding that. Okay. Yeah, even, let's see. Todd. Todd, I don't know if you've had like a grandmother and a grandfather that have both ascended, but I feel like you have some deep ancestral energy around you right now. And so I decided to pull 2 cards for you. This is the perfect thing that you're doing this right now. So I am capable. Inner strength, anteater, sacral chakra. I think that you have been on the road and isolated, but like still enjoying life a lot. So, however, this fish tour is going to be fantastic for you because it's a good time for you to be around people that really can like just support your energy and your vibration. So the cool thing about anteaters is that they actually prefer to live alone. They prefer to be in solitude. However, whenever this card comes up, it's actually a good indication to be around social engagement and to be around social activities. I think that there's a lot of strength to doing what you're currently doing right now. And so know that you are completely pushing through some of this strength and this process, as much as it's been perhaps, at times, just like really like, okay, I'm pushing through, I'm going to the next space. What does this look like? It's teaching you how to live life and how you show up in relationships in such a different way. You're going to show up in friendships so differently from this. You're going to show up in, even just more intimate relationships, whatever that looks like, even like work relationships. Everything is going to be such a shifted, elevated vibration by doing what you're doing. And so just know that this is where you're at, that you're capable right now. Like you've enrolled, like you've energetically invested everything into this forward movement, because this is really, you're in such a transformation process right now where everything is shifting for you and everything is transforming for you. And that really is an indication of the relationships outside of you. And so kind of the like where you're going is just to know that on this journey, right, of discovery and transformation is this: I'm mindful of my thoughts, bright manifest. So whenever you start to feel disconnected, just be like, what am I sharing that I wish to be spoken back to me? There's something about this journey that is inviting you to kind of come back from behind the scenes to be more upfront, to be more centered, to be more bold, to be more bright in the sense of like even wearing brighter colors, but to be seen in a different way than you have in the past. And so that's where whenever you get disconnected, just be like, how do I wish to be seen? How do I wish to be received from spirit, from others? How do I really wish to be received? And I think that that's going to continue to drive you forward. So I hope that serves you well. Let me know too if you do have a grandmother and a grandfather, because it was interesting. It was like a male and a female that were coming through. And And I just feel like there's some ancestral healing and lineage that's happening in this too. All right. All right, here we go. Okay. Okay. And please let me know if you're still here. I just realized that I might be answering questions. People might have been like, I'm out. I'm already bored. Electra 5785 Felice, another amazing Reiki practitioner. Follow this divine soul. An eagle and owl visual came through for me as you sent Reiki. Any insights on that? Well, I actually channeled an eagle earlier. So an eagle actually really represents the crown chakra. So yes, it's really cool. I love this for you. They're so with you. Just know that. Okay. So the eagle actually represents us. I soar with my higher self. That's the mantra for the eagle. I'm actually going to have it be a part of my expansion pack. I soar with my higher self. And it's that crown chakra energy where things might be good. You might be coasting. It's like this lukewarm water effect, but the eagle is inviting you to like take it up a notch, to soar a little bit higher, to trust in who you are at your highest vibration. And the owl is all about owning your inner light, owning your inner guidance, okay? Owls hunt at night. They, are able to survive in the dark in that way because they navigate. That's where they live. So for you, that's really the invitation of like, you get to soar with your higher self. And part of that is by you owning your inner light, by you really saying, what have I learned about myself this past year? What have I learned about where I wish to go? Like things have been good and great, but like, where do I get to like perhaps take it up a notch? And how does that allow me to let my light shine even that much greater? And that's where like your really messages are coming through in the sacral and in the crown, or I mean the solar and the crown, which is the owl is all that solar plexus energy, which is I can honor and still move through my doubts. So if you've been, perhaps experiencing like any type of like making excuses for something really great that you really wish to happen, like right now, it's like, that's like saying, it's like move with those doubts, move with those excuses. It's okay. You just get to move with them. And in the crown chakra, I get to be aware of my expansion, because that eagle is like, there's a big expansion happening for you. And it's just moving with those doubts and owning your inner light at this time. So I hope that that serves you well. All right, let's see what's going on here. Take a couple more. Okay. I love a card too. It's been a while. Yes. Hi, loves. How are you? Aw. How's your son too? Okay. Here we go. You're so welcome. Bottom of the deck. Funny, because I just was like, bottom of the deck. You have the same card as Oracle 2C. So this is, I trust myself, confidence, self-assurance. You've actually shifted into a lot of confidence that I think that you're not, like, I think you're aware of. You're like, I'm not even the same person as I once was when I came to see you at Reiki Circles. You've definitely shifted a lot of bit of confidence in yourself. And so like, to me, this is spirit saying, okay, like going to that heart chakra, what's your more? And I think that this even comes down to like relationships. I don't know if you're with somebody or if you perhaps are, single. That's amazing. Turn 14. I feel like this is more in partnership and more of what you're ready to receive in this equal energy exchange. Let me just see, because I feel like there's another card here. Yes. So, Eva, we have a line going, so I don't know if I'll be able to get to you today, unfortunately, but if you can, just put your question in the question box, because otherwise I lose it here in the comments and then it's like not fun to like go back on. Okay. Yeah. And just, I get to be bold. This is great. Attitude, Ram, and solar plexus. And so it's like being bold and really what you want right now. That's exactly it. Be bold, trust in yourself, let yourself feel self-assured, let yourself know that you are deserving of a really powerful energy exchange. And the way that you get to really do that is by being bold, by just shifting your attitude and just saying, okay, you know what? And I know you, and I know that you're pretty bold, but this is being about bold and like what it is that is your more. So if you want more peace, if you want more love, if you want more affection, whatever that looks like for you, it's being bold in that request. Because the solar plexus is, I can honor and still move through my doubts. So like just moving through any doubts of your ability to receive that. I hope that serves you well, Christina. Love that. Love you. Hi there, Regina. Okay. Do a couple more here. Love you. Okay. Trisha, are you still on here? I don't know why it's not letting me see who's on here. It's like kind of annoying. Hopefully that served you well. I don't know what your relationship status is, but it feels very much centered around there. Just curious. So let me know if that resonates. Hi, loves. All right, so Trisha, I'm going to give you a moment to just see if that you're on here. Trisha, come on down. Trisha, you have left your car keys in aisle 5, which is the frozen food section. Okay, here we go. I used to do that on Insight Timer. I might do that. Trisha, come on down. You are the proud recipient of a Reiki and intuitive reading. All right, Trisha. Trisha, I believe that this is your son. I'm assuming that this is your son in your picture, and I'm looking at this and I'm telling you why. You love him so much, and I don't know if like he's venturing off into the world and if you have any doubts or any insecurities on this, but like you're an amazing parent and like you're going to continue to just be an amazing parent. And so like even though maybe the dynamic, the relationship is shifting, just know that you're such an important part of that shift. It's really interesting. I was just like, I gotta look at what she's got going on there with her son. Actually, yeah. Let me just clean this actually for a second. Clear it. Okay. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if there's like a shift happening for him here soon, or if he's like, you know, because he looks like he's in high school, but maybe preparing for something. And I feel like you might like be having like some type of doubt or like, oh my God, like this is it. And it's like, there's so much still like love and expansion for you. And I love this because what you got here is I share my needs, listening sensitivity. I think it's really a beautiful time to really get clear of what your needs are at this time. So like, I feel like maybe perhaps you've been even overthinking or perhaps like judging 111, the like where things are moving forward. And like feeling a little bit uncertain. And it's like right now, it's like, listen to what your needs are. Be sensitive with yourself. Don't judge yourself harshly in all that you're feeling. It's a beautiful thing to be a parent. I'm not a parent, so I wouldn't even pretend to know what that feels like. I just know that it's like having your heart outside of your chest. I think somebody described that to me one time, and I thought that was a really beautiful way. And so like, this really reminds you to kind of get clear on like your own inner dialogue and to be mindful of it. And to know that like, you know, the bats, they live with thousands of other bats and they have a specific way in how they communicate with one another that helps them to move forward. And so you have such a strong connection and you have such a strong, amount of love that's equal energy exchange in this relationship that when you share your needs, even your doubts, your insecurities, that it's going to feel freeing. It's going to feel like this is a safe space to share to help you to move forward in what this next step looks like for both of you. And so really what I have here though too is like the throat chakra. Inner unkind dialogue does not allow me to move forward in my truth. So it's like you're just being truthful with how you're feeling and all these different shifts that are ahead. And so listen to that. Feel free to share that. Know that it's going to be heard. Know that it's going to be received. And that this forward movement is going to just be the next step in your relationship. So I hope that that serves you well. Yeah. It also feels like there's a strong female that's coming through right now. Oh, and just like sees this relationship with so much love, so much love. So I don't know if you've had a female that has ascended that just maybe that you were close to at any point. But yeah, I hope that that served you well, Trisha. That was really interesting. I picked that up just from like looking at your picture. I like to look at the picture for energy, but that's just what I got from the reading. So I have no idea. Hopefully that that serves you well. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna get to 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna get to like the next, like I'm gonna do like 3 more and then I'll bounce. Okay. Eva, I'm having a tough time sending you love, Eva. Right now. Is it possible to also get a card? Yes, it is. Let's make it happen right now. Eva, you're on such a soul journey right now with really kind of connecting with what feels harmonious and peaceful for you. I don't know what card I'm going to pull, but right now the orca's energy is very strong around you. And so whenever the whale's energy comes through, it's this like indication that you are on such a soulful journey with self. And whenever the whale jumps out of the water, they see their heaven, they see whatever their new reality looks like, and it brings them a lot of joy. And so just keep reaching for that in this duality of heaviness. Know that this heaviness is temporary. It's not infinite. It won't go on forever. And know that there's so much growth within this pain. In my pain lies my growth. In my pain lies my growth is what just comes through. So, okay. Wow, I'm in tears. You were so right on with all of this. That is my son. I love him with everything I have. He will be off to college to play football. And you saw that. Yeah, that's exactly what I saw. And you're really nervous about that and how that's going to affect your relationship. But it's just actually really an opportunity, Trisha, for you to share your needs. And he's going to really hear you, and like he loves you. And he's sensitive to that need, even if you don't say that. And so really, I love, this is your outcome right here. I will overcome. Resilience, connection, elephant and root chakra. I think part of the reason why you're feeling so much heaviness right now is because this is probably a connection to something that has been heavy for a long time. Okay, it's not just something that's kind of appeared out of the blue. This is something that has been like with you for a while, and that you're really working through. This feels very like, if this is coming through in the root chakra, this is coming through of like ancestral. This is coming through in like family. This is coming through. Bye, Amy. We love you. Coming through in family, connection, like something really deep in that way. Even relationships, where this is maybe triggering certain patterns that you have within a relationship. And so the elephant is one of the strongest animals out there, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So drawn to your strength, but you are going to overcome this. And so right now, grounding is huge for you. Okay. Getting outside into Mother Nature, keep reaching for your peace. What I would invite you to really kind of allow yourself to do is ground in what that new reality looks like for you. Paint the picture in your mind, ground in that reality. Okay. It's really important to ground in that reality. So I hope that serves you well. All right, let's take a couple more here. All right, I'm going to end with, because I can't read that, sorry. I'm going to leave with Moon. I'm going to do Sylvia Darin. Dan R-I-N. Now I'm so sorry. I'm not saying your name right. Dan I-R-N. Tell me how to say your name, loves. And then Regina. We're going to leave it that. Okay. All right. So first we're going to go with, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sylvia. Danny. Okay. Danny R-N. Why did I not get that right? I'm so sorry, Danny. Everybody else got that right. Let me just say that number one, I am dyslexic a little bit. Number two, like I mean that like in the sense of like I'm owning that, but like I don't know how far that rabbit hole goes. And duh, like an RN, like I'm like a registered nurse, right? Duh. But that was amazing the way that I read it. I mean, listen. Full story. Full disclosure. I don't know if you know Regina on here. I don't know that there's no connection, but the way that I read some of these handles are next level. Hi there, Rev J. Oh my God. Okay, wait. This is so interesting that you're on here, Danny. You guys are not ready for this. I actually did a bachelorette party locally here last weekend, and they were so divine. And literally I thought to myself, when's the last time I did a bachelorette, party together? So I remember you. This is like, now I'm like, okay, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, it was when I did Regina's bachelorette party. And I literally was thinking of all of you. This was just last Saturday. So I just love that. I love that. Come here, Pepe. I know, come here. You're welcome to be here. Yes. Yeah. I just had to tell you that. Okay. So let me go back to the question. Okay. There we go. Yes. Hi there, loves. I've been feeling too much and feeling almost stuck lately. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Sylvia. Oh, interesting. I went to go pull one. There's two. I tune out to tune in. Peace, harmony. So you have been taking on a lot of energy from a lot of people. Thank you so much. That was my dad's. Thank you so much. You've been taking on a lot of energy from a lot of people. And right now, Spirit is like, you get to sit down and be with yourself. Be with your soul. Be with your spirit. Do the things that actually really nourish you right now, because we have peace and harmony. And so whenever chaos erupts from, the panda bear outside of their energy, they actually remain calm and peaceful. So this is an opportunity to kind of step up a little bit of your spiritual practice, come back into meditation. I'm so glad. I think you're doing the workshop or the retreat this evening. This is going to be a great time for you to do this retreat, because it's going to give you a lot of exercises to coming back into yourself and coming back into your body, because you've just been absorbing a lot. It's not even like you've been like necessarily like taking it in, like that you've like, assigned yourself to like be in this position, but you're just absorbing a lot. And so right now is the time to like kind of envision that energy moving through you. Like, I allow this energy to move through me. I allow this energy from my environment to move through me. I allow this energy from my environment to move through me. Because what we have here is I choose love over fear, miracles, growth. There's a lot of fear around you that's not yours, but you're feeling it. You're so feeling all this immense fear from others. And Spirit is like saying like, no, that's not yours to hold on to. So I choose love over fear. What's going to ultimately get you through this is doing exactly that. Easier said than done. But really just kind of saying like, okay, what miracles do I want to co-create for my environment? What miracles am I ready to set in motion? What miracles am I ready to set in motion? And this is like, once again, going back to these other messages, right? My heart deserves more. What are you deserving of more of in your heart and crown, right? Because I get to be aware of my expansion. Other people can't see this expansion right now, but you have at one point, but now you've lost a little bit of sight of that. You've kind of become into the overwhelm. You've kind of become into the disconnect. And so now is your time to actually really sit with yourself and paint the vision of what that expansion looks like. So I hope that serves you well, Sylvia. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, I can't even see what I'm doing. Okay, I cannot see what I'm doing. All right, okay. So I said that I would end with Moon Magic Crystal Creation. So here we go. Okay, Danielle, RN. Never forget that now. All right, here we go. Any guidance / messages from my spirit world would be appreciated. You got it. Dun, 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 dun. You got raccoon. I love this. I have all the resources I need. Self-sufficient, reliant. You got this. Let me, so sorry, Reb J. Come at 12 if you can. Well, like usually at 12:30, that's when I start to take on stuff, but I need to get going at like a little bit before 1:30, or else I would totally try to rock it out. But I've been on here since 12, so I'm so sorry. Okay, but here we go. So, and sorry, Raquel. I love you. So sorry. You will be getting messages though this week, and I can try to at least pull a card or something for you both. Okay, so we have the raccoon here, which is, I want to read this to you. The raccoon reminds us that whatever we cultivate is not outside of our reach. If you've been seeking answers from others or outside sources, the raccoon guides you to come back to self. Raccoons have opposable thumbs that provide them the dexterity and freedom to move and get into whatever they need to survive. We feel entirely reliant on ourselves when we are in harmony within our solar plexus chakra. We become self-sufficient so we can climb into our manifestations. And so this is the vibration. You are limitless, Danielle. You can literally create anything you want for yourself. So if you've been limiting yourself, if you've been playing it small, if you've been doubting your worth, if you have been shifting away from confidence, this is where Spirit is saying, you get to shift that. You get to move forward, because you literally, you're ready. You're ready for the next thing in your life. You want to feel inspired again. You want to feel motivated again. You want to be in the action of where you're going. And so this is where you get to declare that for yourself. So like going into these messages that we received from Spirit earlier, I can honor and still move through my doubts. I can honor and still move through my doubts. So just because that's happening doesn't mean it's still not meant for you of what it is that you want to accomplish. Just because that's happening does not mean that that is not meant for you. Just because something is hard doesn't mean that that's not meant for you. Okay, Danielle? Danny RN, you get out there and get it. Got this. Okay. I will send you a screenshot though of a card for each of you for Dancing Feather and Rev J. I just won't be able to have time to like read it for you. So sorry. Okay. Let's see. Moon Magic Crystal Creations. Why isn't this coming up for me? Oh, there it is. Okay. Regina. Okay. Regina. Ooh. Yes. Ah! That was amazing. I had a moment of like, where do I go? But hold on. There's two parts to this. Okay. I had a moment. I was like, yeah. So, Regina. That was amazing. Upside down. I didn't pull it upside down, but I just made it upside down. I reach for my higher self perspective faith. I think this is really a journey of you cultivating more faith for yourself. I think you're going to end this year having this immense amount of faith in who you are at your highest vibration that you've never had before. And so right now you're in the process of like writing your own workshop to what faith looks like for just Regina. It's like Regina stepping into her higher self 7.0 crown chakra energy. I think also it's really mindful for you because koala bears, sometimes when they come through, it is a reminder to detoxify. So detoxify physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, right? So I think for you, you're detoxifying a lot of emotions that you've burdened yourself with in the past to really move forward into the future. And so I think that right now you're in the process of like shedding and reaching. It's almost like, okay, I got on this branch. Now I'm going to climb to this branch. All right, I'm going to wait here for a little bit. This is what I'm working through right now. All right, now I kind of see things from a different perspective. All right, let me go here. Know that there's no rush in this process. There's no rush. It might take you a little bit of time to climb each branch as you move to that higher perspective, but it's really important that you really ask yourself and you really sit with each branch, because each branch is not just like you're working through it, it's actually shifting your perspective. It's shifting your perspective because the outcome of this is, I move forward. You're moving forward with things that you're more passionate about and things that you've been nurturing, but maybe not nurturing to its fullest potential because you have perhaps somehow kind of like almost gotten in the way of like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know how that looks like, where it's like, boom, boom, boom. And it's like, no, this is ultimately where you're going as you're moving forward. And so really your spiritual homework here is in the crown. I get to be aware of my expansion. I think for yourself right now, be like, what does me stepping into 2023 look like? What does January 2023 look like? What am I doing? Am I leading a meditation? Am I guiding a workshop? Like that's going to be a very significant time for you. And that's going to be the thing that literally keeps you to moving forward. Okay. It's almost like it's so funny because it's like your brother's like almost like laughing right now because it's like, it's like these are like things that like you've thought of in your head that don't even necessarily exist, but they really are real for you. So I don't want to like downplay them for you because they're very real for you, but they're not real into where you're going. One more time. They're very real for you, but they're not real to where you're going. The actuality of it is different than what it actually feels like at this moment. The desired outcome is very different. So I love you. I have like 3 minutes. Let me just see. If you're both still on, I'll just pull a quick card for each of you. Can Rev J or Dancing Feather Healing just tell me that you're here? Because I'm just going to pull it super quick because I got to go at 1:30. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a second to just join. Let me know. Just put like a heart. Love you. I think I see that Dancing Feather is here. I don't know if Rev J is. I could be wrong though. Okay, you're here. Okay. Ooh. Love this card for you. Here you go. I am the master of my domain. Courage, personal power. My Leo loves Lion and solar plexus. I remember when I said to you yesterday, new opportunities. That's what this is speaking to. Okay. The opportunities that you are creating are by you just embodying how strong you are. You owning your personal power and you owning your strength and your essence. And so I think that ultimately where these new opportunities lie are gonna require some courage, okay? But you have really learned to master yourself in a different way with where you are now. And so like but you're brewing these new opportunities, and you've actually been brewing them since you actually enrolled into where you are now. These opportunities have been brewing from quite some time, and they're really just speaking to your strength and your skill set. And so that's where it's like, you are the master of your domain. This is not something that's outside of you. This is something about you mastering your skill set. And so I think I would even invite you to get really clear of like, what does your skill set look like now than it even did a couple months ago? Because it's shifted and it's changed. It's shifted and it's changed. And so these are like the thing here. I'm just gonna read this to you really quickly in this last minute. The lion activates our sense of courage. Lions are natural born leaders, and their majestic presence remind us to be fearless. We have moved beyond the ego and self-doubts when we are connected within our solar plexus chakra. We are not limiting ourselves and proclaim our presence as our power. Yeah, you're embodying it, and that's where it's going to take you to where it is that you wish to go. I love all of you. You are a Reiki practitioner now. Can't wait. We need to connect for free card reading on Friday. Maybe we can do that next Friday if you're around. No worries if you're not. But we can put it in. I have to get going. I love all of you so much. Just remember that when you are inspired, you are in spirit. If you'd like to, you can still join my virtual retreat, which is tonight and tomorrow. Tonight from 7 to 9 p.m., aligning with your higher self. Tomorrow from 12 to 3 p.m., a deep dive into the auric bodies, which is your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual healing. And feel free to check out my level 1 and level 2 Reiki training, as it will be the last training that I have this year. So if you want to learn Reiki with me, this is the last training that I will be having this year. Love you all. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Bye, everyone.